Sorry. 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 I was watching England play and I fell asleep. My bad. I'm here. I'm here. Yo, yo, yo. How's everyone doing? Yo, how have the player picks been for you guys? Good, bad? There he is, the fraud. Hey, it said top of the hour still. Even if it was like 50 seconds into the hour. Still said it. I want to cry. Ederson's out for the rest of the tournament. Wait, is he actually? So you're telling me I should bet on... Who's the backup keeper? Thiago Silva in goal? What are your opinions on FIFA this year? By FIFA, do you mean EAFC? If so, gameplay. Horrible each year for large patterns of time. Occasionally decent at best. I don't think we've ever experienced like fantastic gameplay. We've always had gameplay that was somewhat a little better than other times of the year, but it's never great. But menu grinding's never been better than exchanges. They have a solid platform they can build on. Will they build on it? Probably not. I've been doing League SBCs, made 150k, and Club Stack and got 133 packs. Yeah, for those of you asking if we could make the League SBC method when we use Pale Tools and how we do that whole process, you guys wanted it into a YouTube video, so we did exactly that. If you look into the description, it should be the second link in there. How to grind premium mixed league upgrade Pale Tools method. If you guys need that. Mubway didn't die from the tornado? Dude, that was crazy, man. It was a little bit crazy by us. My parents' house, they had their neighbor's shed get blown to pieces. Some property damage and things like that too. But near my boss's place, they had a whole roof fly off house, a few houses. They had sheds completely destroyed. Cars flipped. It got bad. England are screwed? Dude, England just wants to be mediocre. Should I be doing League SBCs or unlimited player picks? I would, honestly, view it like this. You work a job, you save money, so one day that you can retire. So that you no longer have to work, but you can do whatever you want and be fine financially. League SBCs are your 9-to-5 job, your paycheck. If done properly, easy money. You kind of get sick of it after a while, but you build up for that retirement. Maybe you want to take a year off, go on vacation for a bit, spam some player picks. But if you find yourself in a situation where you financially can't support yourself, you go back to the job. That's essentially League SBCs versus player picks. If you have enough saved up, you might go down from, like we've talked about, 5 million coins, open 1,000 packs or 1,000 picks. You might be down from 5 million down to like 4.850. You still went down, but you're nowhere near running out. Yeah, League SBCs are really good right now because everything's so cheap in terms of buying things off the market, and then your tradable pack pulls can be expensive. Dude, are you guys excited or disappointed with this next promo? I thought we were getting shapeshifters. I guess we're getting an icon and hero promo, which sounds like to me the impossible ones that no one's going to pack, and then just mediocre ones that are going to be harder than any promo card. Bella, what's up? You got Kanate? Hey, GG. I got a Carvajal. Did he come out on this weekend? If he did, I think I got him like within 2 minutes of him coming out. Played every game since FIFA 14. This year I couldn't play it. I'm on PC, so it might be better on console. I feel like, tell me if I'm wrong, if anyone else here is on PC. I feel like if you're on PC, unless you know exactly what to do with the market, because there's such a limited amount of cards, I feel like you're almost forced to really play gameplay and make the most of your time on the menus in unorthodox ways compared to console. And as someone who primarily does the menus like myself, I could not imagine the menus in terms of like the transfer market being as lackluster as it is. However, I will say this. What PC has over console is the menus move a lot faster. Yeah. I just wish they could put it all together, Ben. I'm starting to worry for young Mumbo. He's never late. Are you not in the stream, Carlos? On your screen, did the stream not start for you? Does Carlos think we're not live? I'm so confused. Guys, start putting in chat if you can hear me. Where's Mumbo? Question mark. I think he's stuck on the, Yeah, he might be stuck, man. 82 or 90, 79 plus. For me, I'm sticking with the 79 triples. Just for the sheer amount of cards you get. But you'd be good with either one. Oh, Edson. I thought you said Ederson's out for the rest of the tournament. Mexico didn't stand a chance anyway, so him and the team are out of the team. They're a lost cause to begin with. I have some serious rebuilding to do. They have the potential to play some good football, but it's in pockets of time at most. England deserve that. All critics on Trent for 5 days. And they can't score without him. What's crazy is England topped the group. That was insane. Mexico's topping the group. I need to remember what Mexico's group even is. They have Argentina. And who else? Oh, it's Canada's group. My bad. Venezuela, Ecuador, and Jamaica. I mean, I feel you're expected to top that group. You should top that group. If you don't top that group, that's a problem. France, England should preference. Austria made the difference this Euros. Dude, Austria's been fun to watch, man. Euros and Copa in general this year have been super fun to watch. Yeah, it's crazy that France, scored their first goal of the tournament today. It was Mbappe PK. Ederson was already injured, so he wasn't called up. I need to update the number in Nightbot, guys. Best one so far? I'm trying to think. Let's look through them. You're doing League SBCs, free coins? Yes, sir. So Carvajal, rating-wise, is their best pull so far. What else do we have? Ter Stegen, we've gone like 3 times. Yeah, we haven't gotten any of the crazy ones. You've seen Leo's pen? I thought he was doing a TikTok dance? Dude, I am not a fan of those kind of pens. People can think whatever they want about them. I think you have a point, but... I could see it either way. But it just seems a little unfair to the goalkeeper. It would have been hilarious, though, if he missed the second one. If it hit the post, it went out. Alright, let's go to Pale Tools for a second, boys. We'll take care of dupes this way and make it easier to get the dailies done. Yeah, who do you guys think is going to win the Euros after today? All the time, all the time. Ooh, what was our rewards? Got something. How do we not have the template? How do we not have the template as something we've been doing every single day? How does that make sense? Yeah, care to explain? Or Pale Tools, yeah. Care to explain? Alright, there we go. Oh, did I do ignore position? We did not. That would have been bad. Is it time to sell everything for store packs for the next promo? I mean, outside of promo packs that maybe guarantee you a certain rating or above for the icons or heroes, I feel like most packs or most things aren't going to be worth it. I feel like pack weight's going to be a lot lower than it normally is. Alright, we got a crap ton of fodder in our club, too. If you're doing a big SBC, press M. It's so much easier to add players in. What does M do for when you're in an SBC? Oh, yo! That is sick. You see, even I learn new things about Pale Tools still. That is insane. It takes forever to go, but... Dude, I was still waiting for you. My screen never refreshed. I know, we were talking about you, Carlos. We're like, he knows we're live, right? Dude, look at all these 87s that I'm never going to use. Wait, so does it put... It puts it next. That is cool. I love that. Yeah, we're definitely using that now. For sure. Thank you, bud. Yeah, no. This is not a for sure thing, but I low-key might, off of stream, see if I can spam League SBCs for a single night rather than these and see how many liquid coins we can get. Like I said, it's slower to do League SBCs than it is 79 triples or player picks, but my goodness, is the coins worth it. But I want to kind of run an experiment to see if we can do that just to build up coins. Next promo looks mad. Hakeem, what's particular about it that looks mad to you? Are you talking about the icons and heroes? Dude, I hope it's mad. I feel like it's going to be a letdown. Icons look good. Heroes look boring. Yeah, heroes are always a bust. But, like, even for the icons, how many truly look good that you're going to be able to pack? I feel like the high-end ones are going to be out of everyone's reach. And the mediocre to bad ones, you're still going to have more trouble packing than an average promo card. Which will make the grind even harder. Which honestly makes League SBCs even more appealing, in my opinion. Alright, can we do an 84 plus times 10? Dude, why are these resetting? This was working right before the stream. Dude, honestly, I'm going to do this in... Oh, I'm not on Pale Tools anymore. What is the rating you can get away with for it? How many 84s, 83s, 82s? I honestly might just have it be all 84s. Because we'll get so many. And then use the M function to fill in the rest. Alright, so we'll start with a team of the week. Do only 85 allowed. Ignore position. And then we'll do 84s. Up to 11. Have them be gold rares. Then we'll do 83s up to, like, I don't know, 6. I feel like that's a good combo. And then we'll have some 82s fill in as well. If we got some dupe like 85s or something, we'll put like 4 of those in. 185, 684, 683s, 182. Okay, thank you. We'll yeah, so we'll be able to get away with that then, with what we just put in. That should fit the criteria you just mentioned. Dude, why can't they give us easy to do player picks? Why does it have to be crazy ratings still? Why am I putting, was it 285s in? Did that not save? Am I tripping? I could have sworn I just saved this. Brother, I'm losing my mind. Losing my mind. If it happens again, I'm going to give up on these. Player count 1. 4s. So 11. Gold rares, ignore positions. 3s. 6. Then 82s will chuck in like 5. Ignore player position. Ignore player position. Save. Save. Okay, now it's working. But why isn't it giving me a bench now? Should those pop up on the bench? Oh, guess not. So let's drop it then. We only need 6. So we'll stay with 6. Three, 2. All right. Let's try now. There we go. All right, first one, boys. Will we get a promo card, or will we only get 84s? Multiple walkouts. Ooh. There's a first for everything. Yeah. They've been very hit and miss, I feel like, with the menus content. Like, one week it'll be a lot better than the previous, and then they'll go back like 2 weeks worth of progress and make it like the worst thing you've ever seen. I really don't understand it. Alright, second one. A KDB, okay. And an 88 and an 86, dupe. Don't care if it's just an 83 squad, it's just the 285s. Yeah, and I mean, with the menus grind, we can easily get it done. It's no big deal. It's just for what we know we're going to get out of it, it doesn't seem like good value. That's the frustrating thing. Alright, we need to do one more still. We'll fill up with some more 82s real quick. But yeah, I want to meet the people who are on their team who does content. Like, truly, they must just, like, randomly assign stuff and not think about it half the time. They're like, yo, everyone loved this. It was a huge hit. People had no problems with it whatsoever. Let's remove it and make it worse. Alright, so 285s now. What CPU are you rocking? I have no idea, to be honest. Dude, did all my things reset? Why did all my filters reset? No, please tell me League SBCs didn't reset. Oh well, I'm gonna have to watch my video to figure out those filters. No big deal. Good thing we made a video on it. You got banned using Pale Tools. Can you explain what you mean by you got banned? And what specifically you did that got you banned? Watch the video. It's pinned. It's actually the second link in the description. But yeah, it's in there. So we'll do 4, 6. Did we do 5? Dude, I can't even remember. Two 30, baby. I'd be. You know what it is whenever I visit. Lady City, she brought me kissing. 30 degrees. Let's see who made the show. I got fully banned from Ultimate Team. Not sure what got me banned, but I was using Pale Tools. Could you list the activities you're doing on Pale Tools? Were you just making packs, or were you doing sniping stuff? And if you didn't know what you got banned for, wouldn't that contradict what your first comment said? Of you getting banned using Pale Tools? Oh. Alright. We should have both now. There we go. It's frustrating when they reset, man. It doesn't feel like a lot of work, but... Shingo, what's up, buddy? Yes, I use the double 85. Oh, I only have 284s left. Okay. What's the method? That we're doing right now, bottom of your screen. I sent you the screenshots of the League SBC filter. Thank you, buddy. I've used it for the past 3 weeks and no ban. So you must have been doing something illegal that got you banned. Don't they tell you what gets you banned on Ultimate Team? Like, what was the message you got that said you were banned? 'Cause I don't think you've given any information that... For my job, I'm in a different place every week, so I have to set Pale Tools on the PC every week. Kind of sucks. Yeah. The club still needs a coach. Southgate will be free soon. Nope, we got a coach now. It only took 130 days, but we got one. That message doesn't sound like a ban. When I checked my email, it said I was using exploits. So again, we're going to ask the same question because I don't think you answered it the first time. When you use Pale Tools, were you simply only making packs like you see us doing? Or were you also using like the sniping in other sections? Oh, did you say it? I must have missed it. My bad. Where'd you say that? Got banned using Pale Tools. Got fully banned from Ultimate Team. Not sure it got me banned using Pale Tools or something else. Whenever I try to log in Ultimate Team. I've used it for the past 3 weeks and no ban. I don't see any message from you that said that. So, what other things were you doing then? Because I feel like you wouldn't have been the only one that would have gotten that message if it was just making packs on Pale Tools. So, was there other things you were doing? Like, was there something with gameplay you were doing? or like coins where you trading with certain promo cards. I know there's a bunch of people that got banned that were, I think, top 100 traders with live cards. So maybe if you were trading with live cards, that could have been the reason. Unless you sat there getting soft banned over and over again, I don't get how you get banned. Piltools also mentioned that if you auto list your transfer list, it can also get you permabanned. Yeah, I would not use even any of these filter features. When I do League SBCs, you'll see me refresh. It'll just take me back to the normal web app. I would not touch any of that. Like, I'd relist this way. I'd bid this way. $83 plus times 20. That was disgustingly bad. To be fair, not a lot of 83s. To master, you're taking a risk using PL tools, even if it's making packs. EA will use anything against you. Yes, but the issue with Pale Tools outside of like the sniping stuff is the way people use it as a bookmark on an existing web app. What would they get you for? And even if they did change the wording of stuff to get people who use it, I feel like for people who do the menus, there are so many active people who use Pale Tools now, simply for the fact of just trying to speed up, because the menus are so bad, that if they did end up banning people, it'd have the opposite effect of what they're going for. So yeah, even though there is still a chance, they would be really stupid to do it. But yeah, there's a chance. Because like, think about all of you guys. Like you were talking about before. A lot of us, we have full-time jobs we're working. We're busy. We can do this to speed up making packs that we already had the fodder for. And then you get a message that says, your account has been banned. What are you going to do? You're either going to, one, stop playing the game. Or two, make us... Or two, you're going to make a second account and try it again. Because think about how long it takes to submit a single thing into an SBC, open a pack, figure out what the duplicates are, put it into something. How do you even sell a bronze contract for $2,500? Technically, I haven't sold a bronze contract for $2,500. I've sold hundreds of bronze contracts for $2,500 and silver ones up to $3,500. To idiots, kind of. And using the lack of supply on the market for certain items. I was banned over a month ago for buying those position cards, if you remember. Error by EA. I mean, to be completely honest, if I had to keep it 100, even if the menus were perfectly quick, responsive, Pale Tools, I think, infinitely is clear of the existing menus. I think they'd have to take steps to make the menus even better. Because at the end of the day, if you can still save a ton of time, and people have been now doing this, using this for, what, coming up on a year and a half with no problems, I don't see why they'd change that. I honestly think EA would be fine with it if it keeps people playing the game and if it means they don't have to change things about their game. They should be appreciative of Pale Tools. Or You know, like good business people would, they would hire the Pale Tools people and say, hell, hey, help us with this. That'd be the smart thing to do. Got a shadow earlier, thought you'd make an easy 5K. How much are shadows right now? Yeah, CSGO, thank you, buddy. Literally made us millions. Not even joking. What's crazy is I feel like, has it always been there, CSGO guy? I'm going to look at the start of next game. Because I feel like they're still relatively rare. Maybe there's more on the market. But even if you don't sell it for crazy prices, flipping throughout the day and having additional coins that we invest into them earlier in the year, I honestly feel like we could print over 100 million coins next year. Now, would we have any reason to need 100 million coins? If we'd wait to sell some of the stuff earlier in the game? No. We'd probably just use it as a tool to help us get closer to that 10 mil before Team of the Year as fast as possible. Pill Tools is just one guy. Dude, I love him. There was that one week where it felt like he had like 5 updates. Pill Tools is made by a single person for Argentina. EA can't do it with 100 of devs. To be fair, it is 100% EA's fault that they can't do it. I'm not taking blame off of EA. But it's their existing company structure more than the individuals they have working there. There's basically zero incentive for the EA employees that are currently working there to try to make a better version of the game. They're essentially told to keep it somewhat the same and sell packs to gain FIFA point sales. Because all their marketing objectives essentially run around that. Promos are supposed to be good enough to get people playing the game and work towards these cards while also buying FIFA points to try to get them. That's the ultimate goal. And even if you don't want to buy FIFA points, you could buy the full version of the game, potentially even the ultimate version, get the game early, and you still might have ads that are going to be on future EA games where it will play an advertisement and they'll make money off of you not spending money, but simply just playing the game. But I'm sure they'll add something where it's like, oh, if you have EA Play for another, what, $5 a month, you can avoid getting ads. Scum. Literal scum. Sorry I just got back. Yeah, I'd focus on times when people play champs. Yeah, that's crazy too. But even if you look at it, honestly, let's look at our contracts real quick in our club because we're stockpiling a lot of the bronze ones now. If we look at the amount you get for a gold card, honestly, go 18 for a silver rare manager contract versus, what was it, 13 for gold for this one? I understand why someone might want to buy a card like this. But I just don't understand how people are looking at the silver market. Paulette is the guy's name. But like, I get they're dummies in the sense of there's 100% lesser value things they could buy. I just don't get how they get there. Like, I'm convinced there's people that are using bronze cards and silver cards, and they think the only thing they can use for a contract is a bronze or silver. I honestly think that's what it is. During Foot Birthday, EA updated the web app. Appeal Tools stopped working, so when the Appeal Tools guy went live trying to fix it, he had like 10K viewers. That's crazy, man. I need to watch some of his streams. Does he do like coding and stuff live? You just like take suggestions? Or does he actually like play the game too? Yeah, like I said, my goal for next year is menu simplicity. I want to focus more on investments slash flipping, be able to enjoy content as it comes out, menu grinder with you guys, but also for the big promos like Team of the Year and Team of the Season, be smarter at what we do with our time and coins. Realistically, it was a good idea at the time to go crazy on League SBCs the way we did to save packs for Team of the Year, because that crafted us a insane amount of fodder to make a insane amount of league specific packs. However, what we missed out on looking back was we literally could have just bought exchange fodder, put them into player picks, league specifics, whatever you wanted to do. And correct me if I'm wrong, I believe we had a Team of the Week player pick at the time too, which had tradable packs. So we could have been making coins that way. All that to say, I feel like there's always room for improvement, which I'm excited to see what we could do next year with improvement. I think also the market sometimes doesn't show certain cards and shows higher price ones. I've seen on console a few times. I will say I know one thing for a matter of fact. It is essentially impossible. And when I say impossible, I'm like 99.999% sure that whatever bots or people that use bots do to make coins, they can only do off of players and they can't do off of certain types of consumables. The reason I think that is because if you look up contracts on web app, the only way you can do contracts is all contracts together, both player and both player and manager. Geez, and you can do bronze, silver, or gold. So, like, theoretically, if someone wanted to, they could do something with a snipe bot where they maybe word something a little different so they can find manager in the 59th minute for a certain price. But most of this is going to get not picked up on. That's why you see some bronze common managers that go for 200 coins 15 minutes after being listed. And then you sell it for 2,500 by the end of the hour. Plus, too, I'm sure the same way with players. There's probably a ton of cards that just don't show up to certain people on the market. And yours feels like the lowest. Or if someone needs a contract. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Can someone test something for me? If your player needs a contract, what does the game do for you when you try to apply a contract and you don't have one in your club? When you have to buy it off the market? What does that look like? Yeah, we're going to grind like crazy during Icon promo. To be honest, I'm not looking forward to the promo. If anything, I'll go back to League SBCs, because I'm convinced it's going to be a lot harder to pack these promo cards, these icons and heroes, than it is to pack like your standard crappy promo card that we put back into like an 89 exchange. So I feel like the returns might be down. But I'm willing to grind still like crazy. Sure as I don't speak Spanish and stuff, but I have seen him do some coding stuff. Last time I watched, he was drawing a diagram on how PC fans work. Moomba Loomba. Maybe from the squad screen it's a different search. Maybe that's... Yeah, because I was thinking too. Most of my sales come... Most of my sales come in the last few minutes. And if there's already not a lot of cards on the market, there's the occasional time in the evening when I sell something that has like 15 minutes left and it ends up going. So that would make more sense in my mind. If there's a limited supply, that's the person who sees it. Which, to be honest, would make more sense. Because you're not looking for the lowest buy now. You're looking on that page, and if you see a card that's 5,000 coins, 4,500, 3,500, and then 2,500, all with like within a half an hour, you're going to think you're buying the lowest one. Yeah, even if we could pick up manager contracts for 200 coins next year, store as many in our club as possible as an investment, but also then throughout the day have a transfer list where we're trying to flip for double, triple our coins. Not for the sake of just having that be the trading method we do, but as a way to like say, hey, I can buy 2 more every time I buy 1, or if it's triple, I can buy 3 more every time I buy 1. We'll very quickly have a crap ton in our club, and then find the times where it's best to sell them, list in bulk. And the beauty with doing something like that is even if things rise and fall, you're never going to be able to get out of all your contracts. That's going to be the beautiful thing. Like, it's not going to be like, oh, I listed 100 manager contracts for 500 coins a few weeks into EAFC 25, and they all instantly sold. No, that's not going to be the case. And even if they did all instantly sell, let's say they tripled in price, you'll then have hundreds in your club that you can list at that higher price. And the beauty is you can still then snipe them for the cheap. England football country, sorry for your name. Sorry for your, I would say loss. It was a draw, but horrific performance. How you doing today, bud? Didn't you retain using this Pale Tools thing before because of the possibility to get banned? Is it no longer a possibility to get banned? No, there's always been a possibility to get banned. It's just most people would rather have the possibility to get banned, even if there's been, to my knowledge, exactly 0 bans regarding pack-making functions of Pale Tools in the past almost 2 years of people doing it. If it can take hours off your menu grind on a day-to-day basis, for me, that's worth potentially losing access on this account, along with tens of thousands of other people who do it on a day-to-day basis. If they want to take out all their active user base, I can go play a different game. Or at worst case scenario, I can start an RTG on a new account. For me, it's come to a point where it's, I don't enjoy promos. I don't enjoy the menu grind when it kicks me off after trying to make a single pack, going to the loading screen, basically doing nothing in the course of an hour because the game's so slow and they refuse to fix it. I'm willing to take more of a risk. Whereas earlier this year, or even last year, I wasn't. That's the only thing that's really changed. And same thing's true to you guys. If you want to use Pale Tools, there is always a risk you'll get banned. But to my knowledge, like I said, if you're sticking to just the pack-making things, I know of 0 people who have had their accounts banned because of this. If there is a thing that gets your account banned that we're all using, I'm sure at some point it's going to be on social media of a mass ban list. You're from England? I would assume so, buddy. Definitely not from Ireland. With that name. EA should buy out Pale Tools and make it the web app norm. Honestly. Like, think about it this way. They have something that could potentially be their product that is extremely usable, makes the existing experience better, and almost has 0 complaints. Almost everybody loves it. The only complaints is when you have to re-put in the stuff because it resets on you. Smart on a weird account. I don't know if I don't. If you're okay. Yeah, I'm good. Oof. The reason I looked was there's actually a spider in my room. Not because you tricked me. There was actually a spider in my room this week. Have you ever had to do the CAPTCHA verification? Occasionally. Alright, hold on. I gotta check, checking out how the spiders do it? No. My best friend's getting married and I'm his best man. And he needed measurements for pants. So I had to check what my pants measurements were. But yeah, we checked on the spider. He's doing good. Yeah, I opened my 83 times 20. Don't get excited, though. Don't get excited, man. I got 91. Should I put it into 89 rated exchange, or is that a waste? Ask yourself this question. Is there any sort of player SBC that you want to do? Maybe any daily SBC where it'd make more sense for you to put that into, so you can use an extremely low rated squad elsewhere. Do you already have a crap ton of other 89s that you could potentially put in, or other packs that you have where you're not necessarily running out if you just put that in your club right now instead of using it? You kind of ask yourself those questions and you come down to you really have no use for it and you want to chuck it back in an 89 exchange. That's honestly what I would do. The only difference I do on my account is, since I have a lot of coins and I have a lot of fodder, unless it's a duplicate, I'll store everything in the club. So I've been collecting these past few promos and some of the higher rateds for Team of the Season. This is what our club's looking like. I believe we got rid of all the loans too. So these are all my 90 pluses currently in our club without loans. Then if we go to the next page, you see kind of the drop off with what we have. What did I get? I think we got an 88. Renard is our best. Do I throw all 85s into exchange? If you're doing our menus grind, absolutely not. I would be making those into liquid coins, my brother. I'd be spamming 2 of the week player picks. Got the 91 Peruban. Nice. He's got an 85 Ford. Okay. Why? Wait, Jake, are you new to the channel, buddy? If so, if you look in the description, the first link should be our how to make unlimited packs. Take a look at that video. It'll kind of give you the explanations of how we essentially run the menus. And then the bottom of the screen will give you kind of some steps that you can do to follow that, where it makes more sense in a day-to-day with what's available now. Essentially, we've make millions and millions and millions of coins, and we've probably gotten Not even joking. Thousands of exchange cards out of doing the Team of the Week player pick. Just think about it this way. It's all low-end fodder that you need to get it done. And it gives you 2 tradable packs, 1 in each section. And it also gives you most likely a walkout that's an inform that you can use in the daily SBCs. Or if you want to, you can put, if it's in 85, put it right back into the Team of the Week player pick as well. Sold for 11.5 coins, trending silver card. Yeah, that trending section's crazy, man. Alright, see what we're working with. Like, this is what I'm talking about. 800 coins on something that'll be 2,400 by the end of the hour. Crazy. And the people listening for 800 probably know that. And most of them sniped one for 200 and they're quadrupling their coins on it. Insane how that works. We're the middleman. We do them a service and we do ourselves a service. We make them coins and we make ourselves coins. Cold. Do you do the 84 PP? I most likely will. With our menu grind, you should be able to do every single daily SBC. My thing is something worth it. In my opinion, you're most likely not going to get anything good from that. Is it worth doing? Not really. Should you still do it? Probably. I don't know. If you need fodder, is it better to buy 189 card or buy 288s? I mean, when you say fodder, are you talking about the potential chance at a certain rating, or are you talking about the amount of gold cards? Because you can do the math if it's the amount of gold cards, and I believe 288s over 189 gives you more golds by a few cards. But if you're doing literally 1 or 2, you're not really going to notice too much of a difference. The question becomes when you make 50 to 100 of them. That will add up very quickly. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, when it comes to buying exchange fodder, like we have at the bottom of the screen with the exchange method, usually the way I go about it is if I have over 500k coins is usually our low end, where you can still buy a crap ton of fodder and make a crap ton of packs. I try to go for the best value possible, but you hit a point once you have millions of coins, the best value is no longer maybe the best solution for you. Maybe it's more along the lines of what's pretty good value, but can save you a little bit more time. Because it's one thing buying like 30 89s or even like 60 88s, but when we got to the point where we're buying like, I don't know, what even was it, like a few hundred maybe of like an 87 or something, I was like, all right, I don't know if it's worth it anymore. Thoughts on the Hawk 2 girl? Isn't she viral and she doesn't want to be viral, or she's like hiding herself from the internet or something? I don't know. Spit on that dang. All I know is she could make a crap ton of money marketing herself right now. She could start her social media page, start a business off of it, merch line, and she'd be set for life. How much is the promo card? Or not promo card, promo pack that we did before? Was it 650k? I might have to do that promo pack tomorrow for you guys. How many more can we do? We can do 2 more technically. Ooh. So here's what I'm going to do. When we stream tomorrow, we're going to do this pack earlier on in the stream. The reason I'm not going to do it today is, one, now that we're banned on Pale Tools, it's going to take a little bit of time to make packs on console. I don't know if I'll make the packs fast enough to get the liquid coins, but also, two, I want to run an experiment to see how close to 1 million coins I could get tonight if I just grinded League SBCs like crazy. What do we make? 100k? 200k? And how many run-throughs would it be? But I'd really have to go balls to the wall for that. Alright, now that we're banned on Pale Tools, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do that, man. Hopefully when I logged on and did an SBC on here, it fixed it. Alright. We'll keep making these. How'd you get banned on Pale Tools? Apologies for what we were talking about before. I got temporarily soft banned for hitting my max limit for essentially the amount of SBCs I can complete in a certain amount of time that EA sets. So I'm technically not banned. I'm soft banned, meaning I no longer have the ability on the web app currently to make any more packs. If I hit that limit on console too, I'll lose that ability to be able to make packs on PS4, which then I can move to PS5 and hit a limit on there, and then move to my companion app and hit the limit there. So it's not a ban. It's a temporary inability to surpass the limit. AKA soft ban. Yo, thank you for the sub, buddy. Hey, Mamba, how are you doing? Fantastic, brother. Tornado did not take me out. See ya, Carlos. Sorry you missed the first 15 minutes of the stream, thinking we weren't live because you're stuck on the loading screen. Have a good rest of your night. Alright. You guys think we should change the player picks for now? I feel like I'm kind of sick of making those and we're not low on rares. What are the limits? I don't know the exact limits. It's probably in the hundreds, though, would be my guess. And it's not necessarily an hour thing. It could be a daily thing. It could be a per few hours, top of the hour. They've been great for you today? That's good. I feel like we got a good mix of cards here, too, or we'll be able to make picks real quick. Real quick. Which ones are you preferring? I prefer the 79 triples for the simple fact of I'm getting fodder 3 times the rate that I am with the player pick. With the amount of cards you get at the end. Now it's a little different with it only costing 8 cards instead of 11 like the 81 PP. So it's not necessarily exactly the same. But I'm mixing in both of them. I'm not just going to do one or the other. I would do both. And whichever one you enjoy more, go for that. But neither one is the savior of the grind. Each one is a tool to continue the grind, if that makes sense. Essentially, you have a bunch of decisions you make on a day-to-day basis on the menus that puts you in a better position than you were when you started, or a worse position. The goal is to not put yourself into the point where you've ran out of everything. If you're trending towards that direction on a day-to-day basis, you have to implement something where it moves you the other way. So the way we do it is we make a crap ton of Team of the Week player picks. That way, when our packs start going down, we get fodder and we get liquid coins. So our fodder becomes more packs, which is more liquid coins. And then we can take our liquid coins, we can put it into more exchanges. We can help with League SBCs. We can do essentially whatever we want with it, just as like another tool to help out. But with any grind, where people run into trouble is they don't have a lot of kind of capital, and they try to leverage themselves too high. Meaning, maybe they only have enough golds on a daily basis that are coming from the daily gold upgrade, and they're wondering why they're not able to make 100 plus 89 exchanges like we are. Those are going to look like two different scenarios. But if you look at our account, like I said, we're technically trending in a negative direction as well. Our packs are slowly going down. Our fodder's slowly going away. But the reason that is because I'm taking a little bit more risk with buying things like promo packs with coins. I'm taking a little more risk, quick selling some stuff, maybe putting in more rares than needed. For the simple fact that if I did run out of everything I currently have in terms of packs, I'm still close to 100 cards that are 89 rated or above in our club that we could at any point in time put into an 89 exchange to get more cards. I have, at any point in time, within a week, the ability to make millions of coins, just like that, with our trading on a day-to-day basis, with very little effort. So, I feel like I'm in a really good spot. See, now this is all going to be rares. So now what I want to do, let's be smart with this. Let's put Kavar into exchange. We'll put everything else into exchanges. We'll open those up to get more gold commons in our club. And we'll keep spamming picks. Can't wait to get a top tier icon out of the picks. I aim for 2,082 picks before they get replaced. So do the math on that. I usually aim for 2K as well, but make sure you're doing the math. I don't know how many you've done in the past, but 2K is 100% doable if you're not getting soft banned consistently. What is your main trading method to do? Little effort. That and the tradable packs from the Team of the Week player pick grind that I mentioned. Next promo seems crazy. You know what? Actually, I take it back. I'm most likely not going to do the promo pack again for this promo. We could, and we'd most likely make most of those coins back anyways from the exchange fodder, and then anything else that we didn't make back, we could trade and get. But I think rather save up for this next promo and just have 1 million plus ready to go anyways. I think that might be the move. Thoughts on that? All right, let's make some exchanges. How many of these would you sell in an hour if you listed? I feel like I'm extremely blessed being in the United States, because if I had to say throughout the day, it's maybe like if I start, let's say 4 hours before new content, each hour it's like 0, 2, 0, 5. But then earlier in the evening, it's usually like now and beyond 0, 10, 7, 15, 27. Like I said, I would not recommend it for most people. It's not worth it for most people long term. But if you're patient and the hours suit you, works really well. Now you got me wanting to grind for the best icons. Dang it. Now you got me wanting to like triple or quadruple down on everything that I'm doing. Makes sense now? Thanks, bro. Yeah, no problem. It's like that during late night, very early morning EU times. They sell for a higher price. Yeah. Mainly, I think it comes down to supply. That's why they're even as high as they are. Just the insane lack of supply. Nothing crazy about them. Lack of supply and the lack of ability for people to snipe the cards. Like we saw there. I think the one we bought for 200 was on the market for maybe 10 minutes. We're going to 10 times, more than 10 times the amount of coins we make off of that card. But like I said, for next year, it might look a little different. It might be instead of making 2,000 per card, we're making double or triple our coins per card, which is a lot more appealing earlier on in the game, to be honest, than even what we're making now. Like, coins is coins, don't get me wrong, but, like, we're not really going to run out of anything. Like, more coins just means more packs, but we already got unlimited packs and unlimited picks. It feels exactly the same. All it does to me is fuel my promo packs, where we can open the bigger stuff for you guys. Because in reality, if I said screw promo packs still, imagine all the coins that would go back into the best valued exchange cards. And think about how many picks and packs we'd make from that too. It'd be even more than we're already doing. Like I said, once you're at the point of where it's essentially unlimited, and I say essentially unlimited because it's literally for the rest of the time, whether I use Pale Tools or console, it's even easier. There's not enough time for me to hit 0 on coins or packs. A couple of days ago, I did 5 League SBC runs, which I bought every stud lib and 6 players from one Dutch club. Profited 20K without tradable walkout. Dude, it's literally, I'm telling you guys, as long as you can put up with going from player picks / 79 triples and just go through having to buy cards or hit a certain amount of chemistry or pay attention to what's going in where, it is so easy to make coins off of League SBCs. And it's always been easy to make coins off of League SBCs. It just look different at different times. What used to be the case, if you guys have been following the channel for a while, is everything used to be super expensive. The Cavani card that's 79 rated used to be like 3K. And we'd be bidding less than 1,000 coins and making a crap ton of money on them. That would pay for that section of the SBC, and we could just buy out everything else. But even a lot of the silver libs and suds, most of them were like 500 plus. So we'd bid 250, 300. We'd be doubling our coins. We'd be tripling our coins on some. Really crazy. So it's like we've always had the ability to do League SBCs, get those. But as the year goes on, there should hopefully be more stuff available that becomes a better use of your time. And like my goal is, I hope to never have to get to the point where we have to do League SBCs much anymore. There's pockets of time where it makes sense. Like right now, building up some coins again. And if that's true, if I can go through and easily just make those coins, what I'll probably end up doing is instead of just focusing on the menus through player picks and the 79 triples, I might do League SBCs with my packs, build up exchange cards, all that stuff, until I get to a certain amount of coins, and then switch back. But I'm curious to see what the pack weight of the next promo is going to be. That's like the main thing. Gonna go for Div 3 today, and 2 wins away. It's pretty hard, but I will have 3, 92 plus, team season, a player pick, team season for rewards. Nice. At the start of League 1, this was 11 of the same club also. Yeah. Which that was like another thing too. Essentially, it was this way. If you think this is how I explain menus in general, and if you don't know how to treat menus, I hope this explains change of prices. Whenever there's a cost to an SBC, and you have the ability to get tradable packs, it's the perfect mix. Because take the premium mix, for example, the 2 tradable packs, and then the 2 sections of untradable packs, and then the untradable one at the end. You're getting fodder for exchanges. You're getting fodder for building Team of the Week player picks. You're getting cards from League SBCs back, so you're not having to buy everything. You're making it cheaper each time. And you get tradable things. If the cost of the tradable cards is more expensive, that adds more value to the tradable pack, because there's more things in the packs that you can pack that are worth coins. If more things are less expensive, if everything becomes cheap, not only is it easier and cheaper to do League SBCs if you have to buy out cards, most likely there are still things tradable that have good value, like promo cards, walkouts, certain nations, certain leagues for things that have value. There's just less of those low-end things that maybe have more value. So like when you're doing a Team of the Week player pick and you open a mix pack and you get a League SBC Silver, if this was months ago, that League SBC Silver might be 800 coins. Now you might be lucky if it sells for 200 within 3 listings for an hour. That's just the way it is. But you best believe when you're short cards and you need just the silver from Serie A to finish out that section, it feels a lot easier buying it for 200 now, having a plethora of options you can buy from, than it did having to justify spending 800 before. Which usually you wouldn't have to. You could just get a gold at that point. Yeah, I'm curious to see how good these player picks are for the next promo. For the few days we'll have it for that promo. I think we can make it work. Boom, boom, boom. Also, too, I usually take, if the higher rated's a dupe and it's less than an 85, I'll usually take the lower rated. That's not a dupe. Is that smart? Maybe not, but it's easier for me to put up with. People are hoping for the next promo to be like Galazzo in terms of weight. I mean, I feel like I already know what the weight's going to be, but I'm hoping it's not what I think. My guess is the weight's going to be almost impossible for most of the high-end ones. The mediocre ones will be mediocre. If you pack one that's like worth 500k, people are going to say small W just because everything else seems unable to be packed. And then the lower end stuff, the stuff that has like no tradable value to it whatsoever, extremely low in value, essentially quick sell value range, you're still going to struggle packing to the extent that you would a normal promo card that's a 90 plus rated. So it's going to make making 89 exchanges harder. But it is what it is. Sub streaming. What do you prefer, 81 PP or 79 times 3? If the 81 PP was here, I would love to do the 81 PP, but I'm assuming you mean the 82. I have no preference. I'm doing both. Both are good for different reasons. But see the week PP grind, the 79 seem better. I mean, you're getting triple the fodder, so yeah. Yes, sir. I will say this though, building on. Oh, I messed up there. Building on console, player picks are going to be a lot easier to build and open consistently, especially with dupes. So what I might do is 79 triples when I'm on Pale Tools, and then when I'm on console, we do player picks. Player picks also, I feel like aesthetically always look better than packs anyways. Alright, Diego Carlos and Mitro still got to go in. Got an 85 dupe. Perfect. Just what we need, man. Dude, I feel like I get Bernardo Silva like 100 times a week, man. He's so common, I feel like. Alright, Stones is next. Alright, so now 82s. Perfecto. Beautiful. Bum, bum. Alright, I'll finish those 86 exchanges as well. Let us check those in. 281s, the rest we can do 80s. How many 81s we have? Are there any gold cards you haven't packed other than Mbappe? I mean, I've packed Mbappe twice in 1 week, a few weeks ago. So I've packed Mbappe. The hardest one for the longest time was Hansen gold. I just got her the other week. We packed Ronaldo, Messi, Mbappe, I think I've backed every gold. KDB, Holland, Neymar multiple times now. Sam Kerr. I don't know if I have, actually. That might be the only one. Valverde, I for sure have, but was very hard to get him. I can't remember if it was through share play or ours that Sam Kerr was packed. I feel like we've watched more people pack Team of the Year Sam Kerr than her actual gold. Which is crazy that it's that way, but here's what it is. I mean, put it this way. I got Team of the Week Hansen before I got Gold Hansen. That blew my mind. See, that's what I'm talking about. Within the hour for 200 coins. Or like even this one. Quick selling for 17 versus listing for 200. And potentially getting it to sell within like 5 listings. That's where you really start like making a difference with the amount of coins you can make. When you're not lazy. Wish they had something to show how many times you pack the player. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of aesthetic things they could do that add no value to EA's bottom line, but would be cool for a lot of us. Alright, let's do some more peepees. Let's start tracking an extra in the spreadsheet. I'm trying to think of, besides liquid coins, is there something else we could be doing next year before Team of the Year? That'd be a fun way to mix it up. I feel like I've done so many years saving like every pack possible, or like, oh, here's a big objective pack I'm going to grind for, and this might be the one that gets us the Team of the Year, and it doesn't. What would be a better use for a time? I honestly feel like liquid coins all the way is the way to go. I think that's the move. Instead of like 5 to 10 League SBC runs a day, saving the end packs, I think making minimum of like a few 100,000 a day or like a certain amount of mil a week, having that mindset, and then after you reach that goal, you do whatever you want. You want to open a promo pack? Go for it. You want to grind League SBCs 10 times today? Go for it. You want to save this like additional pack? Cool. It's not necessarily needed though. I feel like that gives us the most freedom, especially with Call of Duty coming out the time it is, around Halloween, right before Halloween. I'm going to want to grind I'm going to want to grind Floridian Slip, Black Ops 6 like crazy. So that means I'm probably going to spend less time day to day on the menus. So it'll be more pill tools. It'll be more investing. Be more full transferless. And ultimately that will hopefully put us in a position where we're getting more value for Team of the Year. Yep, that's the thing too. If they have huge promo packs that essentially guarantee you a Team of the Year, that's well worth it if the pack weight's going to be horrific. Which I assume the pack weight is either going to be the same or get worse. I don't see pack weight getting better for Team of the Year. Feel some sense of freedom on what you could do when I was above 10 mil. Oh yeah, it's always been amazing. If you look what we've done in past mills with over 10 mil or just any amount of coins, it's always the same conversation. It's, you have a lot of coins. You'll have someone asking, whoa, how do you have that many coins? You'll have another person asking, why aren't you investing anything with that amount of coins? You have a third person asking, why you aren't opening promo packs for those amount of coins. And then the second you do any of that stuff, the question becomes, where did those coins go? So it's like, no matter the amount, people are going to question it. But if you can have the coins work for you, like we were talking about before, if it's a numbers game, if you can get a certain percentage return each week, you have 10 million coins, and 10 million makes it easier to make 1 million on a weekly basis, you could set a limit where it's, hey, I'm going to spend only up to maybe 500, 650,000 on promo packs. Everything else, under that. Am I SBC banned now? Anything else just goes towards more investments or things like that. Above 10 mil, I can do very easy coin. But also, too, I'm thinking from the perspective of two things now. The average person, helping them with a menu grind, I feel like still staying in reality with that and like helping you guys out with what you can do makes sense. But I feel like what's missing from our content is essentially the graduation, where it's like you take the class, you learn the methods, you build from those methods, but what are you building to? Like, it's great that I'm showing you guys you can essentially make unlimited packs or unlimited coins. Cool. What do you want to do with those now? You're going to have the person that gets the 1,000 coins all the way to 100K and then instantly will want to get it back down to 1,000 because they'll buy some stupid promo pack and say I'm broke again. And you'll have the other people who they'll build on that and they'll have like 10 million. Yeah, I think that's the move next year for sure. Yeah, I know I'm going to fall into the trap I do every single year. I'm going to put way too much emphasis on crap stuff. I'm hoping you guys call me out on it or question me on it. Because, like, don't get me wrong. League SBCs early on, whenever we do get them, it'll be like, besides like player picks or the random Monday repeatable we have, will be a nice thing to start grinding. And I'll want to do it like crazy. But that shouldn't be a distraction for our liquid coins. And what I say by that is I'll get in the mindset where if we did what we did last year, I have hundreds of silver libs that I'm constantly flipping duplicates to make coins while I'm making the packs. I might say, oh, it doesn't make sense to not be able to open packs for 2 days because I'm unassigned on some crazy investment. Ask yourself the question, is it more worth it to make 500K to a million coins on this investment, or do League SBCs and get a few walkouts today? That's the thing I struggle with the most, is feeling like I have to do something on a daily basis to make it worth it. It's like, think of it as real life money. Like, if you're working a job versus someone who owns a company and they hire other people to do a job and they make money off the other people doing the job. You want to get to the point where your money's working for you and you're not working for your money. League SBCs, even now, you get good stuff out of it, but you're still working for your money. The goal will be essentially to retire. And how do you retire? How do you gain that financial freedom, aka coin freedom? Done 10 League SBC run-throughs, made 170K. Yeah, I'm really wanting to do that now off stream. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the rest of these duplicates, turn it into player picks. Then we're going to Flutter Club with all the other golds under 80. And we'll put those into player picks. And then we'll end the stream. Because I got to go for another run, shower, and then do grocery shopping. But I'm going to spam League SBCs like crazy tonight off a stream. We're going to see how many coins I can make in an evening. Shiny, what's up, buddy? Check Discord EAFC channel. Oh, did I not send out the message that we were live? My bad. It's sent now. EA Sports has joined the playlist. EA Play members can play now and claim a Supercharge pack, Football Ultimate Team, as well as unlock in-game. What aren't you understanding? If you sign up for EA Play, there's bonuses you get. That's one of the bonuses, is that pack they're promoting. EA Play is like a $5 a month service that allows you bonus things throughout EA games. At a certain time of the year, it will give you free access to, as long as you're an EA Play member, to be able to play other EA games that came out that year. It allows you to, if you have it for like EAFC, you'll get a certain amount of time or a certain amount of days early access for the new games as well. It's a really good tool if you love EA games. Saw a post on Reddit yesterday of a guy with 650k coins wanting to buy a 650k promo pack, asking traders how to make coins back after. Yeah. I feel like that's pretty common. I mean, most people do that, right? EAFC is literally real life with how people use their coin/money. No matter what, you'll have people that could have millions, and they'll treat it like they're broke. And then you'll have some people who literally have nothing, but no matter how much they have, they'll spend it all. It's just the way it is. It's human nature. Wonder how packable the hero icons will be Friday. My expectation is they're going to be not as packable as other promo cards, especially the top ones, but more importantly, the bottom ones that we're going to be putting into 89 exchanges, which means if that's the case, I might go heavier onto League SBCs right now to make even more liquid coins and to buy even more exchanges for player picks and promo packs for a chance to get some. Like, we're still going to enjoy the crap out of this promo. I just don't think the number is going to be anywhere near 100 like ours normally is. Yeah, it said you could claim it, though, so I thought I had to do something, but it just appeared in the store. Only the libs take a bit of time, but I had loads of the cards already in my club. Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's a way I can speed up the lib thing. I'm honestly at the point where I might overspend on that. Just out of convenience. If we could do maybe 4 golds instead of 3 and get the rating even lower. Something I'm noticing I run into a problem with is there's no good way, unless you're doing a specific amount of ratings per Sutter lib card. Honestly, that's probably the way to go. Instead of making it a range of the ratings to use for this section, let me show you what I'm talking about for those visual learners. In the video, I talked about I normally do like, I think it was 68 rated to 74 rated. So I'm still using just silvers, some of the higher end silvers for sure. And I'll usually do high to low. And then I'll have it put in one from each team. And that's usually enough. But what will end up being the case is the more you do it, a lot of the higher end ones end up getting used. Not enough stuff is on the bench of the lower end to switch out. So you end up doing a little bit more overkill. And then you slowly get to like 4 to 5 runs. And then maybe you no longer can get the rating as easy. If we can do specific ratings and just find out like, hey, if I do X amount of 70s, X amount of 72s, I can very quickly get this done. It honestly might get to the point where I just say, you know what? Let me just buy out the same cards each time. I'm using Penega, Cavani, Perez, then the 70 to 74. Yeah. I mean, it's still pretty easy just to mass bid on a crap ton. I need to stop bidding on some leagues, though. Or some teams, because I keep using the same team over and over. I'll have a lot of the same dupes. Is it worth it saving these top nation packs for the next promo? That's a good question. I was actually thinking about doing that myself. I have about 100 right now to still get through. I'll probably save at least 50. If not, maybe just do player picks a lot more now. And see what happens. But, yeah, I don't know. Do I think you're going to get a hero or icon out of them? Probably not insane chance. But if you made like 100, maybe you'd get one. If you did like 5, I don't think you'd expect to get anything crazy. Does anyone here play So Rare? I do not. Just bidding on every Eredivisie card for 150 and then changing the club every run through. So something I've been debating with Eredivisie, the way I covered it in the video was having like 4 to 5 squads that I buy out. Is there a way we can put in not a specific team? No, never mind. I think it's still worth it. At least in my head to do it the way I was going to do it. I was going to say, is there a way where I could just do that where I get a crap ton of teams just through mass bidding, but I don't know necessarily how much I got from each? But that doesn't change the fact that I still need the rares and everything. You have 80 at the moment? Yeah, see if you can save at least above 50. But if you want to work your way up to 100 plus, or maybe if you want to keep opening and grinding, maybe for every 2 you make, you save one. Go about it that way. Alright, I'm just going to clear my club now, boys. For those of you wondering why I'm putting more rares than needed. Just going to go with the specific team, but there wasn't enough players at the time. So I just bought every team. Yeah, I still find the best way to do it is that having like 4 to 6 teams that you're buying out and you're doing 4 to 6 run-throughs. Yeah, I'm willing to change it up. I think I have to get in it a lot more to really see where those changes were coming. I just joined. Will I know how to do it if I just watch, or do I watch from the start? If you're talking about the unlimited coin and pack method, I would take a look in the description. The first video in the description should be how to make unlimited packs. Give that a watch if you want to see in general how we do a menu grind specifically to make coins. There's SBCs that are there at the time that aren't there now, but in general, the day-to-day stuff still applies, especially the Team of the Week player pick. And then if you take that knowledge and you look at the bottom of the screen where you see the words written on the screen, the exchange method, and you apply it to that, you should have no problem. So no, you don't have to go back to the beginning of this stream, but I would watch that video. And if you guys are one of those wanting to do League SBCs and save times using Pale Tools, we do have that Pale Tools video that we talked about that we were going to make is now up on the channel too. It's the newest video and should be also linked in the description. That League SBC video, I believe, is the second link. How to grind premium mixed league upgrade, Pill Tools method. Yep, it is there. Yeah, my plan tonight off stream, keep doing the contract flipping, and we're going to go crazy on League SBCs if I'm unbanned on Pale Tools, which I believe I will be when I go back. What's the best way to add crafting SBCs to that, like Daddy Darwizzy? What do you mean by that? Like, do SBCs to get fodder for Darwizzy? Like to separate exchanges and player SBCs. I'm still confused on what you're trying to say. Are you trying to say how do you complete a player SBC while doing exchanges? As in, how do you change it from putting all fodder into exchanges to go with a menu grind to if you want to start completing a player, how do you do it? You balance it out. Instead of putting everything in, maybe you save some higher end stuff. The easy way to do it short term is if you get in card that's an 89 plus, if it's a gold 89, you put that in the exchange. But maybe if it's a 94 promo card, that helps you get the 90 rated squad a lot easier. How many teams is it and how long is it out for? That also goes into the menu grind as well. If it's out for like 2 weeks and it's like 4 or 5 teams, calculate how many teams you'd have to get done a day. Try to aim for the higher rated ones first. Do things like if you have cards in your club that you're no longer using, if you can put them in there, it's going to make it a lot easier. Take advantage of your daily SBCs, daily golds, 84 times 10s, stuff like that. You got player picks out that you can grind unlimited times. Honestly, Team of the Week player picks are really good for getting high-end fodder. Whether you want to put that into high-rated team or you want to put it back into exchange, that's up to you. Eventually reach a point where you only need to put dupes into exchange. Yep, I went from, I used to put every single card into exchange to now, as long as it's not a dupe, I'm usually keeping it in my club for special cards. And you'll see how far that's gotten me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, almost 100 cards that are or technically over 100 cards that are 89 exchange fodder that we could do. But almost 100 cards that are over 90 rated. Think about how easy it would be for me now on to do any player SBC that comes out. It's going to be super easy. Player SBCs in 2024, brother, unless it's a player from your favorite team or is your favorite player, I don't care how good of a player the SBC is, I'm not doing it. You preferring the 82 PPs or the 79 times 3s? No, I'm doing both. I don't prefer one over the other. Or technically that's incorrect. I prefer for Team of the Week player picks and tradable coins, the 79 times 3. For dealing with dupes, 82 plus player picks all the way. Especially on console. Tarwizzy is the exception, boys. Hey, there we go. Sharony. Now you're opening them and put him in the 82 plus player pick. That's honestly not a bad idea. Turning your commons into the rares that you need for the 82. That's a way to do both. 5 million IQ play. Dude, the fodder's turning up. the past few minutes. It's like they know we're ending the stream soon. They're trying to convince us to keep doing player picks. But yeah, my next step for sure for the rest of this game is going to be, I think, focusing on liquid coins into promo packs. I don't care what menu grind I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. I'm at the point where I'm going to have endless coins, endless packs, endless fodder. The two things I'm going to worry about are how can I maximize my time to make the most liquid coins in the world so we can buy out the huge promo packs that give us the best chance of getting all these promo cards every single week. And then on top of that, what SBCs can we do? Well, I guess technically it goes into how to make the most coins. What SBCs give us the most coins? Even if it's less that we get done with League SBCs, if League SBCs are making us more coins at a faster pace than Team of the Week player picks, it might be more worth it to focus on League SBCs to make X amount of liquid coins a day, and then go back to these for fodder and packs and picks. Debating if I should go to Div 1. I mean, for rewards, I don't know. I feel like we're at the time of the year where all the sweats eventually have worked their way up to Div 1 Elite anyways. Like, I don't think it's necessarily a flex anymore to say you got there. Nor is the rewards probably that much crazier. I would ask yourself the question, if you're still doing exchanges and stuff like that, that should be your main focus. Not exchanges. Evos. If you're still doing Evos and you find yourself playing a lot of Div Rivals to help you get an Evo done, is it worth the extra sweat to get your Evos done? For me, I'm chilling in like Div 7 or 8 or something because I barely play Div Rivals unless I'm going for an Evo. So I feel like honestly blessed. I will say though, next year, that's one of the things I want to change a little bit. I would say right now, my balance is 90+% menus, less than 10% gameplay. I want to be able to move that over. Maybe not necessarily stream, but in general, I'd like to play a little bit more gameplay, get better at the game, and have our time on the menus be more efficient and for a specific objective. Are you putting high rate cards like 93s into exchange? Depending on your goals, yes. For me, no, unless it's a duplicate. I save everything unless it's a dupe for myself. Because I have too much already. I don't need to. Also, if you're wondering why I'm putting 81s into here, why it seems like I'm not doing the Team of the Week player pick, I'm trying to empty our club before later. I'm trying to kind of start at 0. So I'll probably go up to, honestly, maybe even 84s with whatever we got. Bubba, is there a way to find 80+ rated lib cards easier? The quality silver doesn't work. Lib, only sud? What do you mean? The quality silver doesn't work for lib, only sud. It works for both of them. What are you talking about? Are you not putting in the correct bid price? Are you trying to bid 150 on like a silver lib? If so, that's a you problem. Not a quality problem. I think you're fine doing any of the player pick or the 79 triple. It's preference, or depending on your goal, I guess would depend on what to do. If your goal is to make as many Team of the Week player picks as possible, I'd focus on the 79 triple. If you're trying to have more aesthetically pleasing content, player picks are probably the way to go. You got to Paul from the 92+ PP? Nice. Did you play in FIFA 20 when there's specific club league SBCs for every tradable reward? Yep. We've made league SBC grinding videos for the past, I think, 4 or 5 years. Not for me. Nah, I am. No. Wait, what are you talking about? Mumbo, is there a way to find 70+ rated lib cards easier? The quality silver doesn't work. What doesn't work about it? If you do quality silver and you have at least a 250 bid price, if you're wanting to get the higher rated ones, you probably have to put a 300 as the minimum bid price or maximum bid price. How are you not seeing 70 pluses? Wait, I'm dumb. I had silver rare. There you go. Told ya. Told ya. Yeah, honestly though, not gonna lie, menus only gets better and better. The speed and like the lagging and stuff is horrible, don't get me wrong, but like the fact that now the way we look at league SBCs is different than it used to be, I think shows the progress we've made. I like the fact that we missed the old league SBC system of the player at the end and all the tradable packs throughout and all the teams that we had to put in, because that meant added value elsewhere in so many different sections. But it got us to the point where we have exchanges the way we do and guaranteed ratings in all the packs, essentially. Or most of them. I think there's only one that's not a guaranteed rating. I think shows good progress. You can miss something, but doesn't necessarily make it better, depending on the goal you have. Like, I miss getting that guaranteed fodder at the end, too. But I would argue the amount of time it took you to get through a single league SBC run back in the day, you could get through like 10 done now. Even though the cost was extremely high to do league SBCs, the way people made up for that is they'd sit there and spam BPM to get the cards needed. Now you don't need to do spam BPM anymore. Exchanges are the new world, and I'm living in it. I will fight anyone on it. As someone who, not even joking, spends weeks of time a year, in terms of hours, grinding menus, exchanges is clear of any league SBC we've ever had, past or present. As long as they continue to expand league SBCs, or not league SBCs, exchanges, I wouldn't be mad with the idea of the league SBCs going away or changing again as well. I think exchanges offers more for people who grind promo packs with FIFA points or coins. With the guaranteeds, need a place to put them. The fodder you get back. As long as we keep getting team of the week player picks, and as long as we keep having something to put them into, I think it's like the best case scenario. Like, just think about the fact that we can take liquid coins, buy a certain rating. Like, put this into perspective for next year. Maybe you don't care about the rest of the game this year. That's fine. But just think about it from this perspective. Imagine telling yourself you had 10 million coins and you wanted to buy, like, let's say 89 rated fodder. And you told yourself this: I'm buying at this price because I think it's going to go up in value and it's a good investment. And even if it doesn't go up in value and let's say it goes down, I didn't spend all my coins in it, so therefore I can buy more. But worst case scenario, I can put this into exchanges to make packs, to then open packs, to then get liquid coins out of those packs, along with other fodder and things like that, promo cards. That's going to be super fun next year. It's going to justify me wanting to invest if I know exchanges are there. I'm going to do it more often too. Started a new account today. Would you say it's worth buying out full League SBC to get started? If you've done your daily golds, daily silvers, daily bronzes, you wouldn't need to buy out everything. You'd have the majority of it. But yeah, in general, You're not going to have as much stuff on a new account as you do now, but should very quickly start getting stuff. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. If you get all those exchange, or if you get all those 87s or whatever for the Evos, unless you plan on doing an Evo, I would put every single one of those into an exchange, honestly. Or player SBC, if you're looking for additional fodder. How do you disable Pale Tools to relist items? What do you mean? Just don't relist on Pale Tools. Either refresh, and you'll be on the web app, and you have to click your bookmark again to get into Pale Tools, so you could just relist on the web app, not on Pale Tools, or you could go to console and relist. Worth buying the missing cards? I mean, that completely comes down to what your objective is. If you're missing 3 cards and it's going to cost you at most 600 coins to get done, it's in a pack that gives you bare minimum, like 4K, I would argue that's worth it. Yeah, but we'd have to wait a certain period. Surely it won't be out the first few months. Yeah, but here's the thing. Same thing with League SBCs. League SBCs aren't out right away for the first few months. So we always focus on making liquid coins early on. That way when League SBCs come out, we can grind them like crazy and not have to worry about coins. But now we can start viewing that in the way of exchanges as well. Or just the game in general. If we grind trading and investing the way we grind the menus, I have no doubt every single one of us could easily have 10 mil plus. And that's going to save us so many steps for any sort of grind we want to do. Like I mentioned, there was nothing wrong with me wanting to do 5 to 10 sometimes a day, sometimes 10 to 25 runs of League SBCs, and save some of those packs for Team of the Year. But looking back, it would have been way more worth our time if I would have used that time trading and investing, having liquid coins, then buying exchange fodder during Team of the Year to put into player picks, to put into league specifics. Would have been so much easier. Was the sudden lib bidding included in the latest video? Yep. We go over everything in the newest video. What has been your favorite promo so far this year or in this game? Thunderstruck was really good. I was gone for most of it, so I didn't even get to experience it outside of the web app and companion app because it was towards Black Friday time. That was really fun. Even though I only got ERPs Team of the Year is always a blast. Team of the Season with the exchange grind was insane. That has to be up there, but I feel like most promos in general have been a letdown. But yeah, I would say Thunderstruck. I think League SBCs came out start to mid-November last year. Sometime around then. It usually comes out around the time of Black Friday. Which honestly makes the early game even easier for us now if we're not caring about League SBCs as much. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm still going to do how to grind videos on everything. And we're going to still absolutely go crazy on a menu grind. But there's a difference between needing to do a menu grind and wanting to do it. And I think that's the difference I'm going to want to set up for myself next year. Like, imagine every single promo coming out in profit while spending like $1 million on promo packs, another $1 million on fodder, and have made more on trading and investments and menu grinds in the meantime. So the coin total keeps going up. Fodder keeps going up. I think that's going to be a better way to save up for Team of the Year. If only every promo has the same pack weight as PTG. You buying EAFC or FIFA 2K next year? I mean, I'm a EAFC content creator. Have been EA content creator for the past many years of my life. I don't see that changing anytime soon. If 2K makes a game that's somewhat playable, I'll probably check it out or buy it, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about you guys. Like, I'm all for EA having more competition in the space. I think 5 to 10 years from now, you'll start seeing a lot of progress in the games if there is more competition. But don't get me wrong. Not to, like, suck EA off. But if you guys think 2K is going to be the saving grace for footballing games, I would argue NBA 2K is even more money hungry of a game every single year than FIFA is. And that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. So them making a FIFA game with less rights than EA has, less leagues, most likely a similar copy and pasted game mode for Ultimate Team as they do for their 2K game for NBA. It's going to be underwhelming for the Ultimate Team. It's going to be a reskin, probably park mode, which I don't know how much of that will be copied over. Could have potential there. But at that point, is there going to be more fun doing maybe a 3v3 my player sort of thing on there? Or is there going to be more fun making a Pro Clubs character with your mates? Like, for new games coming on the scene, there's so much more they have to do for people to take them serious than EA has to be bad. EA can put out a piss game each year, like it's worse and worse. They'll still get more sales in the majority of the market space. Like, think about how many of you are disappointed in this game. Tell yourself you're not going to buy it next year, and you end up still getting it and grinding it. And by the way, I don't feel bad for doing that. If you tell yourself you don't want to play this game, you want to stop, but you end up buying it again, maybe it's on discount, and you tell yourself you're going to wait, don't feel bad for trying to enjoy a game you should enjoy. There's problems with it, yes. There's things they can fix, yes. But you have every right to be able to criticize EA, but still enjoy your free time. Don't fall for that thing where you have to, quote-unquote, boycott by being the single person that doesn't spend $60 trying to bankrupt EA each year. If you want to try to do that for political reasons, by all means, go for it, but enjoy your free time with whatever you want to play or do. If it's more worth it for you to, instead of grind the menus because you have a full-time job where you're making good money, spend a certain amount of month on FIFA points because you have very little time to grind the game. You feel like that's a good use of your money. You do it within moderation. I see no problems with that. If anything, that's probably the preferred way to go, to be honest. If you're over the age of 18, the amount of time you probably play on this game, if you spent that working instead, it'd be infinitely better for your time and money to just buy FIFA points. But we convince ourselves that by not buying FIFA points, we're somewhat better, and we can just grind the menus and get the same rewards or more. Which, it's not necessarily wrong, but again, for the people trying to boycott the game, we play this more than anyone else. We're on the menus every day, like crazy. So at the end of the day, literally doesn't matter. Do what you enjoy. Have fun with it however you want. If you want to buy 2K instead of this one, go for it. We all just want to have fun at the end of the day. And sadly, we do a little bit, but it's more disappointment and frustration. Why don't you use the web app? What makes you think I don't use the web app? I used the web app for the first, like, hour and a half of the stream, mate. Almost stopped after 20. Did not by 21, but my mate game shared it to me. Because of that, I'm still playing it out. Yeah. And, like, for me, it's Call of Duty and EAFC, formerly FIFA, that I would buy every single year without question. Those are my two main games. Even if I played it for a few weeks to a month, it was worth the purchase because that was my childhood until now. Those are the two games I buy no matter what. That's not changing anytime soon, if anything. Recently, I've been more excited for Black Ops 6 than I have for any Call of Duty since probably Black Ops 4. And then in terms of EAFC, like, literally my YouTube channel is based on this. I play it every single year and look forward to it. Alright, that is going to be it for the stream today, boys. We'll be back 4 hours after new content. We're going to see... We're going to challenge ourselves. How close to 1 million coins will I have tomorrow? We'll probably have some more contracts sell, but I'm mainly looking at League SBCs. See how many League SBCs I can do off stream. And see how profitable I make it. Alright, take it easy, guys. God bless. Have a good night. Peace.